Listen up, everyone.
Turn it up a little bit.
We making noise, hold up.
If you haven't checked out the Hip Hop Study Hall podcast, here's what you've been missing.
Told you, I'm on a mission, man, to look into this drill rap scene just a little bit deeper, man. And today I feel like I'm even more connected. I get to reach back into Bronx, New York, man. Co-op city action. Shouts out to everybody in the BX right now, man. They don't got the weather I got here in Florida. I ain't mean to just leave y'all, but you know what I'm saying? My man Ron Suno in the building, man. What up, man?
Ron Suno, I know the vibes, man. Thanks for having me, man. You know the vibes. We working.
Dude,
taking over everything.
I appreciate that, man, and respect the fact that you moving. So let's get into it real quick, man. Like, how are things right now for you, man? I see records are moving, videos are moving. How does it feel as opposed to, let's just say, a year ago? How it feel?
I feel like everything elevating for me as far as like putting everything in order. You feel me? Because I feel like before we was just trying to stamp everything. You feel me? Just trying to solidify a spot in the game, just to connect the dots with certain people, meet up with certain artists, beat makers. So right now, I feel like everything copacetic, like everything is more organized right now. So like a different level of a lane we're going in right now.
Right. When we talking organized, I want to get into this because what I want to do with every episode here at Hip Hop Study Hall too is I want to learn something, right? So when you started out, I'm sure it was you, your crew, your family doing a lot of the work on your own. So when you say organized now, is that because of the situation you've created with Empire and the bigger family that you have around you, helping things move?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like right now, I feel like the more organization is like everything is more strategic. So it's like before I was more so trying to find my own producers, trying to find my own engineer, and just get people that understand my sound. I'm at a point where it's like I got people around me that know what I like already, so it's easy for me to navigate every situation from what I want to do. So it makes my vision more clear.
Right. How old are you, man? How old are you?
21.
So 21, and when did you decide that it was time to take this music thing serious, being up in the Bronx?
I started rapping at 2013, so I was 13 years old when I started rapping.
Wow.
I was 13. So you know what they say, take 10 years to master something. So it was like it really took me like a couple years like in the thing. So I say like around 2017, 16, I started really taking it more serious and understanding like what music industry really is.
Right. And as the drills, so let me talk to you about how this lane that you're in right now, this drill scene lane, right? This lane is kind of taking off. When did you, because I don't know about mastered, but you seem to have a pretty heavy flow of how you want to handle this drill scene right here. When did you decide that was a lane that you really was like, this is a lane that I can get in and get my space?
So like once drill got introduced to New York, that's when I took over that lane in the Bronx. You know what I'm trying to say? Because Chicago had an influence where Chief Keef started, and then Brooklyn started doing drill, and then that's when I came in the lane from my borough. You feel me? Because it's like different boroughs in New York, so we all doing different things. So I feel like when the Bronx was like coming up, I mean not Bronx, when Brooklyn was coming up, I started rapping from the Bronx. You feel me?
Right.
And that's how I got lit. That's a fact.
We got a big record out right now too. This record, Grabber.
Yeah, Grabber. Right. That's a fact. I always spoke with Grabber. You feel me? Also, if you're not smoking with Grabber, I would know what you're doing.
Look, man.
Fact.
Who did this? Who did this record with you? What producer you went in the studio and did this record with?
Flossy Draco and Kino Beats. That's a fact. I think they're from New York.
Okay. Now, the reason I even asked that though is because I watched the video, right? And the one thing I got to give this new generation of hip hop cats like yourself, it's like there is no right or wrong way to make a video to you. It's like it's just all gonna be energy, and you go anywhere, pull out a camera, and that becomes a part of the video. How much fun is that process when you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things coming out that are not fun in this music. So when you look at that side of it, the creating side, and I'm watching your videos, I can't help but be like, yo, I just want to be at these parties. I just want to be in this scene with them. How does that feel when people tell you that you're giving them that energy?
I feel like everything is more organic. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's more fun when shit is organic. Because I feel like when you plan shit, it don't go as planned. You ever try playing something and they don't reach your expectation?
Right.
So you gotta always like just go with energy. Like for me, like most of my vids, it just be like the time being because we having a good time. So it's like they don't even realize the camera is there so that you can catch all the fun moments. You feel me?
Right.
When it's playing, you gotta really like try to get everything to fit the camera. So like that's how I feel. When it's organic, it's gonna be more official.
Right. Are we working on a whole project now? We got a whole project out, or we just got these singles out right now?
Yeah, I got some singles out right now. I'm working on a project. I'm about to have 12 songs on the tape, so it's gonna be a big tape for me. I ain't gonna lie.
That's coming
out.
It's
gonna be like one of my. It's gonna come out like before the summertime.
Right. And you got your man Dusty Locane on the remix. How was that? Getting that together?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Dusty. That's a real nigga right there. Like that was like more genuine because he went Empire too. So when we linked up, it was natural. He from Brooklyn, I'm from the Bronx. We connected the dots, and then when we did the song, I automatically heard it. I was in Miami. I was like, when I come back to New York, we're gonna shoot the vid. So when we shot the vid, I knew it was gonna go viral. I ain't gonna lie. I knew it was gonna go viral. I just had that feeling.
So when you first heard yourself on, those stations that you've been growing up on, what was that like?
When
Hot 97, Power.
Lie, that shit feel like it feel like an accomplishment because it feel like a video game. For me, like a milestone. Now you play a video game and you got to another level. It felt like that because I remember when I was younger, I used to be in the car, and every morning I used to play the radio and I used to hear songs and shit, and it'd be the same songs every morning. It'd be like the same rotation. So the fact that like I could hear myself in the radio when I could hear like the same songs, it made me realize like I could be, for me, that powerful rap. For me, that powerful.
Right. We get focused a little bit on something else too that I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you a little deeper about the drill scene, right? Because if you're watching it from the internet, which is where a lot of you guys have really, really taken off, especially for people that ain't in New York that support it, right? Around the country, academics is giving it big love. Of course, like you said, a lot of people discovered it, not even from the UK, but when Chicago got involved, right? When Chicago got involved and the Midwest got involved, it seemed like a lot of the states got involved. And then it seems like what you guys are doing in New York right now, especially, God rest his soul, what Pop started to do, the light that Pop started to get on it, what Dusty's doing, what you're doing, what everybody's doing in this scene, right? It seems like drill is in a space where it's like everybody want to be involved, but it's also this space where in New York it can be, and I've seen this written up a couple of times, where it's starting to seem like the music is secondary. It's the lifestyle, it's the gang stuff, it's everything else seems to be coming to where they're talking more about that than talking about the creativity and the dope music that you guys are making. How do you feel when you hear that stuff?
But like people always going. I feel like it's the life we living in because it's like it's what the fans want. So it's like attention attracts money. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like when you have rappers talking about Dani Leigh, it's fans behind it that's trying to figure out what's going on. So it makes the rapper talk about it more when they realize it's a gaining point from it. You feel me?
Right.
Like when you realize you can make music and you could talk about things that's going on and actually benefit off of it, then it makes people want to keep doing it. Like, you feel me? Like, people always like violence. You feel me? That's the society we living in. Like, for me, people always going to care about the negativity because that's what's going to sell at the end of the day. You feel me? Like, whether somebody get locked up, somebody die, whatever, it's just sad because it's the world we living in. I don't even know how to explain it, but for me, it's a cycle.
I mean, rap has been catching its share. I mean, we can look back to NWA. We can look back to, things going on, like losing the greats like Tupac and Biggie to, like I said, even recently losing Pop Smoke. But when you look at the news right now, it's like, like I said, I know you right in the middle of it because the news in New York, it's the first thing. And things will come on, and the first thing that'll be said is, we lost a drill rapper. It's almost like, they're blaming you guys and the music for other kids dying that are your age, you know what I'm saying? Like 17, 18, 21, 22 at these real young ages. So when you look at the mayor coming out up there and he's like wanting to have these meetings, he's wanting to get you guys not show your videos on YouTube. Do you feel like that's fair to you guys to take that responsibility to be put on you? Or is it more so like a combination of things that somebody like the mayor isn't even really looking at, like a bigger picture?
Yeah, I feel like it's a bigger picture because at the end of the day, music is not necessary. Music is not necessarily a cause of violence because at the end of the day, we have video games, we have movies that's inflicting the negativity side of the world. So if you're going to say music is a cause of like violence, you're supposed to say everything else that comes with entertainment too. You feel me?
Right.
You can't just like settle music out because drill rappers is talking about it when you got movies that's reenacting situations that could be real. You feel me?
Right.
The fact.
Now I feel you on that, man. So what do you think about what the mayor's doing? Like when he's trying to get all you guys together, and I saw Mano recently, shouts out to my dude Mano, and recently getting, trying to get a lot of artists together because they say, and I believe this. You guys are a movement. You're a movement, right? So a lot of these kids, and what's crazy to me is to watch and hear like a suburban kid that would never go to a party in the Bronx, right? But they watching you because they got YouTube and they in your life, they watching you live, this, that, and the other, and they in these comments and they arguing. Do you think you think it's the right direction though for the mayor to try to get you guys together and kind of lead the charge on, just helping to try to cut back on the violence in your city?
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of bringing people together. For me, like that. That's a good idea of just like people uniting and making money off of something instead of like segregating and making people like fight. But the only idea I feel like is stopping the whole drill wave of people making music and how they express themselves. That's something I disagree with because for me, people can't control what they say when they rapping off of emotion. For me,
right?
Because a lot of music, poetry. For me, and poetry is expressing your feelings. So when people make music, that's the only gateway they got to like land it out. Because say somebody angry, you feel me? They could go to the stool and let it out instead of actually putting in actions and doing it in real life. They could say it in a song. So it's basically, I feel like it's therapy in a different way.
Right. No, and I respect that, man. That's why, like I said, I wanted to hear. It's one thing, like I said, and I want to be fair when I do this stuff, right? It's one thing to hear people that write these articles that never be on the block like you be. I tell people all the time, when I came up in this hip hop thing, we didn't necessarily have the internet, right? So the people that I really wanted to see or the people that I love, I was like you, I had to go to these events. Like we was in the middle of these streets, you know what I'm saying? Like now a kid can be a sneakerhead by going on StockX, right? They ain't really got to go out there and hit Fordham or hit somewhere in the BX and be like, I got to go get that sneaker before everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like the internet has helped a lot of people be in our culture that don't even have to actually be in our culture. But under your post, they'll be in the comments, they got something to say, they arguing with somebody else. So to that point, that's why I said, like, to me, someone like you who's living it every single day, your thoughts and your opinions really, really matter to me. So when you're in a label meeting though, right, with Empire, and you're talking about how to market your product, and you guys are having these discussions on the marketing of you as an artist, are there conversations on, yo, man, that might be a little dicey, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure even how to put this question, because a lot of times in hip hop, it's like, it seems like we're the only genre that all the way has to live what we rap about. You know what I'm saying? And to your point, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger killed people all day on the Terminator, right? He killed people all day in movies, right? When these people say cut, they not mad at them. They go live with their family. But it seems like in hip hop though, we can't say cut after you finish making a dope video that might have been about, like you said, your emotions that day. It's like after that though, you got to watch yourself for the next like months everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's a fact. But it's like rappers in 2022, I feel like rapping is the new, how you say it? Rapping is a new, it's a I don't know, bro. It's a new way of people getting exposed to the wrong idea. So it's like rappers are most targeted in 2022. Bottom line, like rappers will always be targeted, you feel me? Because even if they wasn't rapping about certain shit, they would still have to watch out for themselves because it comes with people hating. You feel me? It comes with not having security and the different things rappers get caught up. So I feel like rappers nowadays, there's always gonna be a certain situation, whether it's drill, hip hop. Like if you rap, you always gonna be targeted. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow, and that's as real as it get right there, man. Stop playing. Don't forget, man, hit that subscribe button right now so you can catch all the updates and all the haps here at Hip Hop Study Hall. All right, it's your man DJ Eakin. I see you. Subscribe, hit it now.